Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are taking a look at Attack on Titan. We are on Season 1, Episode 3. This one's called A Dim Light Amid Despair, Humanity's Comeback. Well, I'm hoping for that because things started off incredibly dark, so I want to see how we get through things here.
Yeah, well, last we saw is he's a cadet now, so we're going to see how he channels that anger, because remember, he had a lot inside of him, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what he does with that.
You know, we came off a happy-go-lucky, sometimes moderately tumultuous The Legend of Korra, and dove into this. I think, hey, you know, we're going to have a fun animated anime series. And right off the bat, wildly intense. Wasn't ready for any of that, but I'm loving it so far. Can't wait to see what this one's all about.
I'm all about let's get in dark with this, and I think you guys are strongly hitting that it does get darker, so I'm here for it. Let's go!
Oi, 貴様！
は、アルミン・アルレルトです。
バカみてえな名前だな。貴様は巨人の餌になってもらおう。3列目、後ろ向け。
お前も訓練兵の時は初っ端からあれだったろ。
貴様は豚小屋出身。
あの恫喝には何の意味が。
通過儀礼だ。
人類にこの身を捧げるためです。
何も言われていない子がいるようですが。
すでに通過儀礼を終えた者には必要ない。面構えが違う。
貴様は何者だ。トラスタク出身。
憲兵団に入って内地で暮らすためです。
そうか。
Yeah, that's probably the wrong answer.
マルコボットです。憲兵団に入り。
王は貴様の体なんぞ欲しく。
It's kind of true.
Wow, that was harsh.
Yeah, it's true though.
中小村出身です。
貴様の心臓は右にあるのか。
Oh, getting aggressive with this one.
貴様が貴様に言ってるんだ。
Like how they do the effects around the screen.
ダーパー村出身、サシャ・ブラウスです。
貴様が右手に持っているものは何だ。
孵化した芋です。
貴様、盗んだのか。
冷めてしまっては元も子もないので。
いや、わからないな。
何故人は芋を食べるのかという話でしょうか。半分どうぞ。
That's a pretty small half.
Wow, that worked.
芋女まだ走らされてるぞ。
Spuds.
Making her run, okay.
Oh, running for 5 hours.
脱落者よ。開拓地への移動を願ったの。
So it didn't work.
Did not work.
力のないものは去るしかない。また石拾いや草むしりをやりたいなんてな。君は出身とか聞かれなかったけど。志願しなくだ。見たことあるのか。超大型巨人。あ
あ。Yeah.
壁から顔を出すぐらいだ。俺は壁をまたいだと聞いたぞ。
Some did. Not all.
Some went through.
Oh, they had the fast guy run through.
俺の目には普通の巨人に見えたな。じゃあ普通の巨人は
？Flashbacks.
巨人なんてな。俺は調査兵団に入ってこの世から巨人を駆逐する。 調査兵団に入るって言ったのか？お前は確か心底怯えながらも勇敢気取ってやがるやつよりはほど爽やかだと思うがな。
Oh, snap.
おなあ、悪かったよ。
It kind of felt like it, didn't it?
Yeah, I felt like it a lot.
It's getting the old buzzer.
They're gonna do the old.
Oh, just slapped his hand. Didn't give him the old predator shake I was hoping for. Oh, who's this now? Hair just flowing.
見慣れない顔立ちだと思う。
I like the red.
とても綺麗な黒髪だ。
どうも。
Wow, way to say it with confidence.
Yep.
I like your hair. He's literally chasing after her.
熱くなるとすぐ衝動的に行動す
You
る。
know who that is?
またそれか。髪長すぎやしねえか。
It's from the first two. The badass.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
でもどのあたりが
Oh,
He
thrown
just
off.
can't believe it though.
Thrown off by the hair.
何人の服で。
人との
Well, I guess that's how you build trust.
Imagine walking up to someone like that and doing that.
Spuzz is finally done
exhausted.
running.
Yeah.
Let's get her some water and food, please.
No food, remember?
Screw that. You can get her food. She needs nutrition. What's the point of having her be a soldier if she can't have... Whoa!
Whoa!
What is that?
What just happened?
それだけしかないけど、まず先に水を飲まないと。
Water.
神様ですか？何やってんだお前ら。
Water.
いいことしようとしてるだろ。
That would be me after that one.
こいつをベッドまで運ぶぞ。こいつに貸しを作って恩に着せるため。
Ah.
Yeah.
これができない奴はおとりにも使えん。
全くブレがない。
Oh, she cut her hair.
素質とはそういうものだ。人並み以上にできない。
なんだこれ。嘘だろ。
Oh,
Well,
one more down. Or not.
基本通りやればできるはず。
See, I thought that felt short.
開けてくれ、アルミン。
Oh.
concussion.
Yeah.
He is concussed.
Big time.
役立たずに食わせる飯はねえからよ。
もうそんなこと目指すべきじゃない。
Hit the one in the middle.
その覚悟のほどは関係ない。兵士になれるかどうか判断するのは。
He's gonna have to prove himself here.
Yeah.
So far, he's not doing so.
その時は私も一緒に行くから。
Well, this is interesting.
もらってもいいってことですか？
You gonna eat that?
頭下げて頼んでるのに力のないものは去ればいいって言ってなかったっけ？
Ooh.
すごくうまいって聞いたぞ。
期待するような助言は。
明日にかけるしかないね。
巨人の恐ろしさも知ってるはずだ。なのにどうして兵士を目指すの？
Bring him down.
あんなめちゃくちゃな奪還作戦を強行した王政があることを考えると。
Yep.
Mission.
Yeah.
ウォールマリア南東のすぐには連絡が来なかった。明け方だった。
Oh no.
それが何かの足音だと気づいて、急いで窓を開けたら、
Oh no.
彼らとは違うだろってことなんだけど、ここにいる人たち。おい。
Yeah,
I mean, I suppose,
if you
yeah, if they haven't seen it,
experienced
you know.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know.
They didn't see their mom get halved.
僕も彼らと変わらない安全な内地に勤務できる憲兵団狙いで帰れなくなった故郷に帰る。君はなんで兵士に？俺は
They just keep showing it.
この手で巨人どもを皆殺しにしなきゃならねえって。
お前ならやれるはずだ。
ありがとうよ。
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Let's see if you can.
Come on, Aaron. You got this.
Oh, just that intense look.
Yeah.
覚悟はいいか。
はい。俺はやる。
He's got the bandage on the
Yeah.
forehead.
Well, he's
That's
in
him
full
wrestling.
wrap.
Yep. Now, see, someone could really mess with him just by doing it real fast, too.
Gotta maintain his balance here.
根拠もない。
I'm glad they're giving us the inner dialogue that he's having with
Yeah.
himself.
俺の武器だ。
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well, he's got it.
No.
no,
Hold it together.
That's all right. That's all right. Recover. Can you recover?
下ろせ。
俺は。
イェーガーとベルトの交換をしろ。
Oh, is it the belt? Okay, I didn't know somebody saboteured him.
欠陥だ。
Oh, it was!
貴様が使用していたベルトの
Oh,
I thought so.
I like that twist.
整備項目に加える必要があるな。
壊れた装備で一時は。
Oh, he was
Yeah.
still able to get upright with a broken belt.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's better than he thought.
Thought I
修練に励め。
All right.
My guy! He did it!
巨人とも戦える。もうお前に世話を焼かれることもねえな。
これで私と離れずに済んだと思って安心してる。
Well, she did make that promise,
Yep.
if I'm remembering correctly.
兵士になったぞ。
Oh, we're in a little montage here of things progressing quickly.
Holy crap. crap. I mean, I guess I
That's
saw
all he
that
needed
in
was
the.
that little bit of confidence too.
I mean, I
Yeah.
saw that, I guess, in the intro, like the intro.
Yeah, but we
them
don't know
zipping
how
around,
far
but
ahead that
holy
is.
crap. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thought I saw someone in the comments say that sometimes the intros can be
Yeah, they can have a little bit of
basically like
spoilers.
Mission Impossible style.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That was pretty good.
No, wow,
Yeah.
all right.
Nice. Well, I mean, okay, so that was episode 3. Things started to progress a little bit faster. Like many of you pointed out in the comments about the intros that they have, and Dave, you kind of said it too. It kind of gives almost a Mission Impossible vibe where you kind of see what's going to happen. Now we don't. We didn't rather know how quickly Eren was going to progress to be good on the cables. So yeah, it happened in one episode. Turned out it was just faulty equipment, and we're also seeing the different places that everybody's from, the different things they went through. The older guys who had been there for a minute, they were in a town that was a bit more remote. They didn't even know that the Titans were there until they were there, literally outside their window. So it's just very interesting to see how that's going to play out in future episodes with, different people coming from different areas, not having the firsthand experience of seeing what the Titans are capable of. And I just got a feeling that Eren is really going to shine here. I mean, obviously he's the main character, so it's probably not much of a stretch, but I just got a feeling he's going to kind of work his way through the ranks, earn everybody's trust, and hopefully eventually become a great leader that, he's obviously driven to be. I did like the kind of the boot camp interaction that we had here with the I don't know if you guys saw it, but the Full Metal Jacket vibes a little bit that we got.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
From the drill sergeant, the idea of breaking somebody down to build them back up, that's done, countless times in many different forms of media, whether it's books, movies, or whatever. But that's usually how it's done in, soldiers, police force, whatever it might be, athletics, take your pick. But I was wondering if the journey for that was going to be a little bit longer than this one episode, and if Eren was going to have to train a little bit more and work himself up. But again, he didn't. This was one episode, and now we saw him swinging through the woods, and he's apparently got the hang of everything.
Faulty equipment.
So it was the faulty equipment, and you did see that little bit at the end from the drill instructor saying, your son is essentially ready to go. I liked how they threw that in there. I don't know if there's more to that than what we know right now, and if it'll be explained a little bit later. But as many of you said, the story gets very deep. So I'm guessing that in episode 3, they're not going to give us everything. I'm just being a bit impatient.
Come on.
I am being a bit impatient on wanting to get through things here because it is so much fun. But yeah. This is another good one. Can't wait to see more.
Yeah, we saw that his dad was gone, took that ferry ride to the inside, to the inner walls, I believe. So that's what I thought they were showing at the end was the horseback was someone taking the letter about him becoming a soldier to his father. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but that's what I thought it was until they showed him, swinging. But otherwise, really was seeing the areas that people are trying to get into this for different reasons. Like we see in the movie Super Troopers, I'm doing this so I can go to here, go to there. No, it's the same reason. Remember?
Attack on Titan and Super Troopers.
It's the same thing. They had to go into the military so that way they could get a better job or a better career, and that's what they're trying to do with the military.
You mean Starship Troopers, not Super Troopers?
Oh, Starship Troopers. Oh
this
my
guy's
God.
talking about Farva. I'm like, how do you make that connection?
That
It's not
was
even
low.
close.
There was a roundabout way of getting there.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. My man.
Which I don't even think these guys saw. But
Eren, no, I haven't. But
okay,
Farva,
but
Eren.
that's what it was. Yeah, not far. But seeing that now that Eren was looking for help from other guys like Rainer, and they helped him, try to build himself more confidence. Like he said, he wants to take down the Titans, and so bad. And so they finally got his backstory too. They're like, wow, you got. So some of them were really, into his story because they wanted to hear it because. I mean, they didn't see it. They're going for different reasons. They want to be military police, want to defend the king, and all that stuff. That's where I thought that was a great line by the drill instructor saying the king doesn't care about you, because it's true. He doesn't really care about your life. He just wants himself protected. So this has been really fun so far. So I can't wait. I hope there still is more of him becoming better and better at each of his stages, because he is starting to build confidence and hopefully become the leader that we think he's all destined to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was a cool episode.
Starship
I mean,
Troopers.
it was definitely It was definitely interesting showing that different people's experiences, like who had actually seen the Titans and who'd heard of them. It's kind of like that, when you have soldiers and you have people coming back from battle who are trying to explain what it's like to the people who are just coming out of, basic training or stuff like that. And it's like, you can't really explain what it's like until you've been there, and people are curious, and the people who are curious are, it's almost a level of excitement. What do they look like? What are they like?
Yeah.
The people who are been there is like, look, this is nothing to get excited about. This is real stuff. And also the connection of people who have been in similar circumstances, because if you've been through something just wildly traumatic, and so, you're trying to explain that to somebody, or somebody's even trying to show sympathy or that they can relate, while you can appreciate sympathy, they can't really relate. There's something to be said for being able to connect, regardless of whether it's a battle situation or something traumatic. Just being able to connect with somebody who's had similar life experiences as you, but especially when it's something that is as life-changing as what happened there. I also really liked that our guy didn't give up, but I think the really powerful thing is he didn't know it was equipment failure. He just thought, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this. And everybody else was like, you're not good at this. And it's like, you know what? I can do this and I can make it work. And granted, it was just for a short period of time. He still ended up flipping down, but he made it work, and he just didn't give up on himself. And I thought that was cool. Like Mason Quinn had said, I thought there would have been a little bit more of a montage, and it went straight from I'm up to boom.
Going through the woods.
But, I think if you're looking at the story as a whole, and it's like, okay, this story isn't necessarily about his training journey. So we're going to give you a snippet. He faced some struggles. Now he's ready to go. Let's advance the plot a little bit. So it didn't need to be a full 80s, training montage of
It's waiting for Hearts on Fire
of getting it down and stuff like that. But a really solid episode and very dynamic, the training, the sharing experiences of what they've seen out in the world with the Titans. So this was good. The flashbacks were intense.
Yeah, the
too,
mix
by
of
way.
characters kind of reminded me of Black Hawk Down a little bit.
Yeah, this was good, really good.
Yeah, man, those flashbacks to the mother are, I don't think they'll not be intense at all, because the way that all just kind of happened, it just like we got thrown in right away, right? So even I kind of feel the pain of Eren a little bit every time they show that. So I like how they do it with the other people asking about the humanoids. I think is a good piece to add, because there would be a lot of curiosity going up to Eren.
Yeah, like what
being
are we
"Hey,
actually fighting?
what did you see? What happened? How tall were they? Were they really like all these myths that we've heard? Are they true? Yeah, pretty much for the most part. So again, it was cool to see them bring in that little piece, because again, there would be a lot of curiosity from anyone who hasn't seen that. The drill sergeant, for a second, I got suckered in because I thought he was actually like, oh, we're going to see a human side of him by accepting the bread. Nope, just made her run until she dropped.
Yep.
So
The potato.
no,
Spuds.
the potato. My bad. The potato.
That's why her nickname's Spud.
Yeah. So I'm actually really intrigued to see how she's going to evolve, because right now they just showed us, her getting her punishment, eating potatoes, and that's it. So I'm kind of curious how that story for her is going to play out. And then Eren, of course, at the end, faulty equipment. I thought that was a brilliant little twist to add in there, because I thought it was going to just be, well, you did all right, and it wasn't good enough. And I thought they were going to kind of bring like a different arc in for Eren, but I'm kind of glad they did that little twist where, faulty equipment. You did great because you were able to hold yourself up until a certain point where the equipment was faulty. And then now he just has all the confidence in the world, which is what he needed, because he wasn't sure going into that. So I like how they were giving us the inner dialogue of him trying to just really build himself up, install some confidence that he can do it. So bravo to the writers on that one. I'm hoping we still get some more inner dialogue as we go. I'm sure we will. I can't imagine that would be the last of it. So
Yeah, and it's interesting how they're taking the time with each individual character to give them a little bit of story, obviously, so we get more invested. But, so often we see, a number of shows where characters and the episodes are rushed, and you end up not really caring that much about some of the characters. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we lost that one. Oh, it doesn't really matter because you're not invested. So I like how they're taking the time here, getting us involved in each character, showing us how they're all a little bit different. That's going to make a huge difference later on.
I was going to ask you, though, too, with Spuds. Now, when she's eating the potato, I thought maybe for a second she was like a total badass and just eating the potato, just be like, and then was gonna do something.
Yeah, she had the red eyes.
Did you guys get those vibes at all? Because I was wondering that. I think it was just her being hungry that she.
Yeah, and was it the animation trying to show that she was like deprived?
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
what I think.
That rage, eat like, give me a food.
Yeah, she was definitely hangry. I don't think that was like some kind of crazy inner power that she.
Hangry is an inner power. That it is. Oh,
if we're wrong on that, let us know. I'm
No,
sure
I
we will.
Or don't.
We might
Maybe
find
we
out.
want to find out.
I think the potato thing was just, and it's funny that Mason Quinn brought up Full Metal Jacket because it's like instantly you think of like Jelly Donut. If you haven't
whose
seen Full Metal
donut
Jacket.
is this?
And I think it's kind of like the whole. Not everybody that's at boot camp is necessarily recognizes the
like the gravity of the situation.
the intense nature of what it is. Like if you're going into boot camp, you know when you go line up in front of a drill sergeant, like it's, you know, and somebody says, "Oh yeah, I wanted a warm potato." Like there's always the one.
I didn't want to eat it cold.
There's always the one person who's like out in left field who doesn't understand the gravity of the situation, and I think that's what it was trying to show.
I was hoping that she was just a total badass.
I did feel very much like the vibes from what the fuck is this? Is that a jelly donut?
Well, and it was interesting that, again, not without having any spoilers here from you or anybody else, but it was interesting how only she was punished. Nobody else was. A lot of times when that situation happens,
everybody get down.
They'll punish the entire platoon, let's say,
Different
and
styles.
not them. So that was interesting to see.
Well, I just liked how he could just look at him and tell that, oh, you've seen some shit, so I'm not going to pick on you. But you two haven't, so I'm going to pick on you guys.
Felt
like high school football. Go take laps. How many do I got to take? Run until
I
can't
puke.
run.
That's what my coach said once. Until I puke, you're going to keep running. Oh, this has been great so far. So 3 in, a lot to go, but we cannot wait to tackle some more. So for Diamond Dave Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
Well, I wonder if we get to see any of the Titans talk.
Or if they, or how they communicate.
The year 850.
Oh, we jumped ahead 2 years.
Oh, listen to that guitar.
貴様には重いか。貴様はここで巨人の餌だ。
Titan fodder.
そんなことしたらライガンまで減点されるよ。
バレねえように尽くせ。
Oh, there you go.
体格と精神
Sturdy
力
and
を合わせ
gutsy is the trust of his
仲間からの
comrades.
信頼も厚い。
Cool, this must be like what he's writing down for each soldier.
体力面で劣るものの座学で非凡な発想を見せる。
Shows moments of brilliance.
And it looks like determination.
Oh, training. Here we go.
I'm guessing that's the weak spot right behind the neck.
Must be.
斬撃に火の打ちどころがないが連帯性に難があり潜在能力は極めて高いが積極性に欠ける立体機動はトップクラスだが抜き見すぎる
You know they're saving the best for last.
斬撃者2人にかなわねえお前の後を追って正解だったぜ
Ah,
型破りな勘の良さがあるがそれゆえに組織行動には向かない
organized activities.
機動が得意しかし頭の回転がやや似てる
またミカサより浅い
Mikasa.
あらゆる科目を完全にこなす歴代でも類のない逸材との評価は
Never.
Oh,
seen
I believe it.
Wow.
他ならぬ努力で成績を伸ばした人一倍強い目的意識を持つ
Far greater.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that was a nice little intro of all of our characters.
Was waiting for JK.
Oh!
あれ力の加減が下手だよ
That sounds like some Oak would say. I can't gauge my strength.
兵士が人なんか相手にしてどうする
大砲でも格闘術でも使いこなしてな
Point. You got to be able to fight with anything.
兄かまた教官にバレないようにうまいことサボって
あの不真面目なやつにも説教だ 教えてやろうじゃん。
Oh boy, what are they gonna do?
教官の頭突きは嫌か？
おい、なんだその言い草。
Oh, somebody's not happy.
Really?
Just that look.
Yeah.
そら、始めるぞエレン。
俺
Let me guess, Annie's gonna like whoop.
Oh yeah, look.
Oh, she's got hands up. She's ready to throw down.
行くぞ
Yep.
Oh,
Right in the shin.
Ooh.
She's silent but deadly.
担当を取り上げるまでが訓練だ。
待てよ、兄
barely an inconvenience. Oh,
Got it.
はい次はあんたが私を襲う番だね
oh.
俺は
You think you're a
やれよ、
badass? Do it.
兵士として
兵士には引けない状況が。今がそうだ。
I like that cut.
That was a cool cut. He ended up in the exact same position.
誰からか教わったのか
お父さんにあんたらのようなバカ正直な
It's honest.
A crane kick. Oh.
Picked up by his head again.
巨人に対抗する力を高めた者ほど巨人から離れられる
Ah, interesting.
Stronger you are to fight them, the further you're
Yeah,
placed from them.
the higher points you get, you go to the police.
Do you think the
in the
higher
interior.
ups use the Titans as population control?
巨人から離れるために巨人殺しの技術を高めてやがれ
Some even said it last episode. They want to be in the military police.
覚えておいて損はないぜ。
こんな光栄なことはない
おい、マルコ。
He's got
Yeah.
the Homer Simpson beard.
5年前までは内地だったんだぞ
何が言いたいんだ
Oh, it used to be the interior isn't.
内地に行かなくても
It must be pleasant inside your head. Wow. That's the. It must be.
You bastard.
It must be.
遠ざかるために巨人殺しの技術を磨くって仕組みをよ
この愚策は維持されるべきだ。
このクズ野郎が
やめなさい
ふざけんな
It's gonna rip.
何言ってんだこいつはただ感情を発散しているだけの
Yeah.
今は違う
Good callback.
技術を行使してこの場を収める
Oh, and-
Hey.
お前がチンタラやってる間に痛い目にあって学んだ格闘術だ
Nice. Green kick.
今しがた大きな音が聞こえたが
I fell.
サシャが放棄した音です
You again. Modesty.
Learn a little modesty.
3つの選択肢がある。壁の強化に努め、
Oh, this is cool how they're doing it.
Yeah.
壁外の巨人領域に挑む調査兵団、
Outside the walls.
Yeah.
秩序を守る憲兵団。憲兵団を希望できるのは先ほど発表した成績上位。
Oh, the top 10 scorers.
Yeah.
That's what Annie was referring to. Okay, that makes sense now.
She's unimpressed.
今度は俺たちが巨人を食い
Yeah,
尽くして
top
やる
10 scores. They keep the furthest
Yep.
interior, the furthest away from.
Oh,
the
look at
fire.
that. Spuds was number 9. Are they going to give the rest of the top? There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron's 5.
All right.
Aaron's 5 and
Annie was only 4.
Mikasa.
Because, well, we knew she was in
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Ron,
He's,
number 2.
even the beginning, he said how amazing she was.
もう食べ物に困りませんね
which was obvious right from the first episode.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, true, true, true.
せっかく上位10人に入ったのに俺が訓練してたのは巨人と戦うためなんだからな
You can't win. Yep.
人口の2割以上失って人類は巨人に勝てない
Hey, we don't say can't up
Yeah,
here.
get this
That's
guy
a
out
word.
of
It's
here.
not in our vocabulary.
That's not in our vocabulary.
勝てないと思うから諦めるのか戦いで得た情報は確実に次の希望につながる巨人を一匹残らず駆逐してそれが俺の夢だ
There he is.
生きたきゃ壁の外でもどこでも行け。俺は絶対憲兵団に入る。
Yeah, we knew.
僕は調査兵団に入る私も調査兵団にする
Well, that we knew was going to happen.
あなたが憲兵団に行くのなら私も憲兵団に行こう
Oh, she wants to stick together.
Yep.
家族を失いたくない
巨人どもを蹴散らしてください
Please kick some Titan butt.
一人で一個旅団並みの戦力があるってよ。うるせえな。
みんなの気分が明るくなってきてるんだよ。もう5年も何もないし。
Wow, there's hope because there hasn't been attacks.
何ふぬけなこと言ってんだこのバカ夫婦。
You stuffed double. Oh, wow, Rihanna.
Oh, yeah, he's got the red.
昨日卒業したってな。
飲んだくれが公平部隊長だもんな。俺たちはもう無知じゃない。必ず巨人に勝つ。
成長したと喜んでいい。
Yeah.
You should be glad.
お前あれだけ憲兵団がいいって。
エレンの昨日の演説が聞いたみたいね。
Soapbox speech.
お前だけじゃない。
皆さん、長官の食料庫からお肉と。
Ah.
お前独房にぶち込まれたいのか。本当にバカなんだな。
It's really scared.
皆さんで分けましょう。
Drooling.
戻してこい。そうだよ。土地が減ってから肉なんてすぐ。
Oh, gonna make some sandwiches.
A lot better than steamed potatoes.
俺もその肉食う。俺も食うんだから取っとけよ。作業に戻んねえと。
お昼はまだ先だよ。
Oh, look at that view.
5 years, 5 episodes in.
Oh, just the beginning.
Oh,
He's imagining
Whoa.
that.
yeah.
It's like what he's gonna do.
I'm pretty sure that's not a dream. Is this really happening?
I guess it is. It's like, how the hell did the Titan just sneak up on him and all of a sudden there?
Shit just got real intense.
Oh, right through the leg.
No.
Holy sh!
目標目の前。超大型巨人。絶対にやった。
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
5年ぶりだな。
Come on!
Oh, come on.
Oh, they
course
got
that'd
us
be the
good
end.
on that one.
I mean,
Of course.
I knew it was going to come with a to be continued, but come
Damn
on.
it. Well, that's a bummer.
Oh, I thought for sure we were gonna get some action there at the end, and that was so weird how they showed that at the end, where all of a sudden the Titan was just there,
Boom, there.
and they didn't hear him
I love
come
how,
through.
hold on, I love how the depot is dream sequence.
Well, in that
Oh,
case,
it just like showed up.
It
You
did-
went.
yeah, it didn't even bust through the wall.
Why, I'm saying
No
that because you guys,
yeah, no nothing.
you guys didn't even let 3 seconds go by for them to show us more, and it's dream sequence.
Well, there was no rumbling. You would have heard.
Yeah, he was just he was
surprised,
just
yeah.
there. The colossal one was just there. Didn't break through the wall. Didn't hear any stomping. Didn't crush any buildings. Just all of a sudden he was there at the wall. So that was pretty crazy. And I really thought Eren was going to go for the back of the neck attack there, but they gave us the to be continued to keep us all interested. But I really liked the opening of this episode, how the drill sergeant, for lack of a better term, gave us kind of the rundown on all the characters in the show, what their strengths were, what their weaknesses were, what they were good at. And then they showed us where everybody was going to end up. We got that visual of where everybody placed in the top 10. So that was really cool. And, again, I just said it in the last episode, how important character development is. And they gave it to us in the next episode. They really are helping to get us invested in all the characters, seeing some different things. Now, fast forwarding a bit to the last couple of minutes, when our crew was falling off the wall, and I think what was it, Samuel that was falling, and they had to shoot the line right through his leg to save him.
Oh no, that looked
That was because
brutal.
Because at first I was like, oh, did they just do the old, the goes down and it wraps around the leg
ankle,
sort of thing, and then the ankle? But no, just had to go right through it, and it's either that or you're out of here. So that was really intense to see, and now we're gonna put everything we've learned here to the test. It's been 5 years since anything has happened, and man, Eren is ready to go. They showed that shot with the brilliant animation and artwork of his face coming up and just being ready to do some work. So man, it's going to kick into high gear, and we're only going to be on episode 5 on the next one. So it's man, it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah, this was a fun one. Like you said, it was fun with getting basically the rundown on all the soldiers. They showed us the top 10, which we all knew Mikasa was going to be number 1, and she was. And that was an interesting twist that like the military police is only the top 10, and they get to decide. And then he made his speech, and then all but I'm pretty sure Pretty Boy, all but him wanted to be part of the Scout regime, like Eren, because he wants to battle these Titans so bad. So it was kind of neat seeing that. And then he had that speech that they're like, oh, guess your soapbox speech worked because a couple people converted. So that was really cool because he's still dealing with all this anger. We got to see some hand-to-hand combat, which I thought was dumb, but hey, like it might make the cut or not. Like you said, you need any and all sort of skills you have when you're out there, because you don't know what you're going to be thrown into, because maybe there's even smaller Titans that they could battle that maybe hand-to-hand combat does come in handy. And so this was a fun episode, and then obviously the Titan just bursting up at the end. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Nobody was looking?
Yeah, nobody was like, because our girl Sasha again had to steal more food, so she got meat this time. But it really got me. I knew it was gonna probably be to be continued, but still they got us with that great tease to go into episode 5. So I could not wait till we get to that episode and see how he does with his first like real official fight against the Titan. So this was a fun episode.
Yeah, the last
last
episode ended, on a high note. We saw our guy, swinging, and we see that he was, accomplishing his training. But it wasn't necessarily like any sort of cliffhanger. It was just like, here's the episode builds up, and here's the end. Yep. Where at the end of this episode, we got that massive cliffhanger. And I know, and Diamond Dave gives me a hard time for this, and I'll take it because it's probably fair. Like, I am quick to go dream sequence because like there's so many things that just seem out of order. But I think 2 episodes ago when they were having their conversation about what the other guys experienced with the Titans, it's like we could hear it. It was like a rumble walking. And now, so this is the giant Titan. They're on top of a wall. Okay, so there was they didn't hear it rumbling, so it must have gotten light-footed. And then also, like, look, you don't have to be staring right at something. There's this thing called peripheral vision, where you can see stuff around you, not, directly in front of you. And there wasn't a single person that saw it, heard it. I mean, you don't even know. You might be able to smell these.
Yeah, well, they were standing in a circle, so they had 360.
Yeah, view. And look, I'm guessing that.
Were they focused on the meat?
I know this is probably a little bit, over analysis, but if they're giant humanoids, and presumably they don't shower or bathe on a regular basis, maybe they do. Maybe they take a dip in the river or the water. You could probably smell those things coming too. So every single sense, you didn't hear them, didn't see them, didn't feel the ground shaking, couldn't smell them. So that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I said dream sequence. Although, to be fair to Diamond Dave, there are a few times during some reactions, this must be a dream sequence.
Yeah.
No, this is just the movie, so this is how it goes. But no, it was another great episode, and it's interesting, you top 10, like they're going to this, this basic training, they're cadets. You want the best to get out and fight the Titans. No, we want the best to stay closest to the king, furthest in the interior. And I get it, like, protect the king at all costs. Protect the king at all costs. That's monarchy, right? Like, take your best people and use them to protect the king. But on the flip side of it, you have to think, like, wouldn't it be more productive if every time we had our top class, we took the 10 and put them out on the scouting regiment and sent them out?
Well, unless they think it's a lost cause, but they're just wasting.
And that's exactly where I was going. Is I was going to say, if you truly feel like you can't defeat the Titans, then put your best guy around the king. Because look, I'm sure there's still normal things that you face within a civilization, and you probably need the equivalent of the Secret Service or whatever, the King's Guard, people to protect the king, not even necessarily from the Titans, but just whoever else may be inside the walls. I'm sure everybody doesn't get along perfectly, but it's just like, okay, can we send the good guys after the Titans? It's interesting, with the training that they show going after the back of the neck, because it's suggestive that they have an idea of what takes them out. But I have to be honest, that last scene where it looked like it was right on the shoulder, I'm like, Do you have a sword into their eye, maybe?
Yeah.
At close range, a cannonball to the eye, who knows? Maybe like sharks, they have a protective thing that comes down, but if they're humanoids, it could be an eyelid. Maybe the eyelids are impenetrable, but that's what my thinking. Go for the eyeballs. Can't see. It's gonna be harder to walk. It's gonna be harder to walk. But another great episode. I was a little curious about the hole in the wall being as small as it was, because they showed the giant Titan on top, and it's like the hole in the wall was like a perfect like arch.
Kicked it.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. It's like the only thing that makes sense is that he kicked a hole in the wall. Yeah, he was walking or kicked a hole in the wall or something like that, because clearly he was tall enough to see over it. But another really intense episode, and I think we're in for a ride for the next one.
Yeah, the surprise of the Titan, kind of surprise. There's some kind of power. Obviously, I'm talking like they're not going to give it to us, but obviously they do give us more information, right? I hope they do anyway. With him showing up like he did, I was just like, okay, so now not only are they just gigantic, but they can just peer like that out of nowhere, because obviously they showed the smoke and everything that, he just poofed, boom, there he is. I will say at first I was like, man, this can't be happening.
Yeah, that quick is what I was thinking.
I was not expecting episode 5, boom, we're back. But 5 years later, I mean, the first 5 episodes, we covered 5 years. Obviously a fast little zoom over on some stuff, but still I'm really interested to see if it's just one in episode 6, or if there's another like wave of Titans coming through, to see what Eren and crew will do more. So I'm more interested to see what Eren's going to do, because he's been fighting for this for 5 years. Every single day has been motivated by this moment right here. But with 90 some episodes, I got to imagine there's more going to come than just this battle. So I'm real curious to see what kind of story and information they're going to give us this time. With the 22-minute runtime on this stuff, I wonder if the whole episode will be a battle, or if it's going to be quick and the Titan is just there to kind of send a message, and then he'll poof again, kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. The other characters in here, that training sequence in the beginning where we were getting the inner dialogue.
Yeah.
Again, of him saying, this character does this character does
Doing
that.
The report card.
Yeah, the report card. I thought that was pretty cool too. Gives us an insight now finally of what he's thinking, which he doesn't really hold anyone in a bad regard. He's just being like, hey, here's a negative here, but they got a positive here. So I'm really curious to see how this team's going to play out now, because, well, Anne, I want to talk about Anne quick too. Anne is a wild card for me, in a good way though, because she clearly wants to use her skills for when it's appropriate, not in training, kind of like Allen Iverson almost practice. So I'm really curious to see what she's going to do moving forward as well. Her demeanor in here, pretty interesting so far, because the other characters are, have either Eren started off with a lot of anger, but it's kind of reeled it back in as he's maturing and growing.
He's able to focus it.
Yeah, he's able to focus it a little bit more. I mean, don't get me wrong, he still has that rage there, but it's more centered now. So, Anne's another one I'm keeping an eye on too.
Yeah, I mean, I got a feeling episode 5 is going to open up with Eren waking up in a cold sweat in his.
I kept saying this is 5. Sorry, this is episode 4.
Episode 5 is going to open with Eren waking up in his bed in a cold sweat is my prediction, because look, I just don't see how the Titan just shows up there, and unless it's explained, I'm going to have to still lean with Appleton Oak's early prediction that it's a dream sequence.
Oh, I threw my dream sequence prediction out the window. I just thought something weird happened. You still think it's
I think it's a dream. I think Eren's going to wake up.
Well, for me, I thought it was like, wow, they're that quick, going to get him right into a battle.
Like I said,
I
they
mean,
were
like they
on
said,
top
5
of that
years
wall.
too,
They were on top of that wall, standing in a circle. Somebody's going to see it. And just because we were reading the subtitles, I do got to lean on you folks. There was 2 separate walls, I believe. I believe we have the wall the Titan kicked the hole in, and then the wall that our crew is on top of. Yes. Is that what you guys thought?
The hole is what the crew was on top.
That's what they were on. Okay, there wasn't 2 separate.
I understood.
Because when they showed that shot of the
Eren
wall in
saw
the
it.
distance, okay,
Because they
were coming down.
Yep.
and then that's when he saw the hole.
Just
Yeah,
don't know.
That's at
how
least
it
what I
all-
got out of
Don't
it.
know how it snuck up.
We shall see.
We'll find out in episode 5. So there we go, 4 down, 94 to go. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.